I've made and sold printables that only took me a few hours to create, and many of them still bring in sales years later. The best part is you don't need any graphic design experience, expensive software, or a big audience to make this work. I'm sharing 8 printable ideas you can start selling online, even if you're starting completely from scratch. One of the easiest printables you can make, yet still highly in demand, is printable signs. These are especially popular for events like weddings, baby showers, or birthday parties. But they also sell year-round for things like home decor, seasonal display, and even small business signage. And what makes this such a great product idea is that they're easy to customize and easy to create in batches. You can design multiple printable signs at the same time with the same aesthetic. There are endless possibilities for this one. Think of "please take off your shoes" signs, mimosa bar signs, and event welcome signs. You can easily make these using Canva or Kittl and access their huge library of elements and fonts to create something unique for your shop. Some of you might know that I started my side hustle in the wedding industry, and I used to design all sorts of signs for my clients. I got most of my graphics and fonts from Creative Market and Creative Fabrica to design something different for every event. This is an example of a shop that sells all kinds of signs, and just this one customizable sign makes over $1,600 per month. It's an editable template, which customers absolutely love because they can personalize it themselves. Okay, I don't know about you, but I live for a good checklist. I literally create them for everything: my daily tasks, traveling, birthday planning, you name it. And I'm definitely not the only one. Printable checklists are one of those products that are super simple to make, but incredibly valuable because they help people stay organized and feel like they're on track. I personally sell daily to-do lists, and although they're very basic, as you can see, I've sold multiple copies of them. You can create checklists for literally anything: travel preparations, kitchen essentials, daily routines, cleaning schedules, event planning, moving houses, etc. The more specific and niche you go, the better. For example, instead of a generic cleaning checklist, you can make one called Home Daycare Cleaning Checklist. The more tailored it is, the more it feels like it was made for that specific person, especially because these checklists solve a specific problem or need. What's great is you can create these in bulk and even bundle them into bigger organization kits to increase your product value. Just like this Busy Mom home management planner, for example, that is centered around different kinds of checklists. Canva and Kittl both have beautiful templates to get you started fast, and you can change the fonts, colors, and icons to match the vibe of your target customer. This next idea is one of my personal favorites because it's super creative and has so much room for customization: printable maps. You've probably seen these floating around before. They're maps of cities, countries, or even constellations that people hang up in their homes or give as gifts. And what's great about maps is that they're emotional products, which make them way more desirable. People buy them to celebrate where they got married, where they were born, where they travel together. It's very personal, which also makes them great gift ideas. Here's an example of a shop that sells all kinds of digital maps, and some of them are generating hundreds and even thousands of dollars per month. So there's a lot of potential for this product. Another reason I love it is because you can sell it as a printable for instant download, or you can use Printify, which is a print-on-demand company, to sell it as a physical product without touching any inventory yourself. You'll notice many shops that sell maps offer a digital and physical copy, depending on what the customer prefers. Printify handles the printing, packaging, and shipping for you, so all you need to do is design and upload your product for sale. They'll take care of the rest. They also integrate with many platforms, so you can easily connect your store, whether that's on Etsy, Shopify, or Amazon, and Printify will get notified each time you make a sale. I've shown exactly how to connect your shop to Printify in this video here, so I'll link that for you down below. I've partnered with them in this video, so you can use the link below to sign up entirely for free.
You can really have fun and get creative with all the different products they have in their catalog. You can create all sorts of clothing and accessories, so browse through to just see all the possibilities. These are some of their best sellers. Under each product, you'll notice the cost that Printify charges to create it. You don't pay this up front because it gets factored into the price of your product that your customer pays. But if you have Printify's premium plan, you're able to keep costs lower for your customers, which gives you a big advantage over your competitors. If you use my code SandraD at checkout, you'll get a 1-month free trial of their premium plan, and you can cancel at any time if you choose to stick with their free plan. So I'm gonna go into their catalog and I'm gonna select posters, and then I'm gonna go with the matte horizontal poster. Just scroll down and select start designing. And then this is the blank artboard that I can upload my artwork onto. So you can go to upload and then just find your artwork from your computer, or you can just drag it from your desktop. So I'm just gonna drag it here. This is just a print I found in a public domain. So you can just put in your own custom artwork or your map or whatever product you're creating. So let's go into save product. And then this is where you can edit the details of your listing. So you can add in up to 140 characters in your title. So include some keywords in there, especially if you're selling in a marketplace like Etsy. You're gonna wanna optimize it with relevant keywords. Same thing with the description and your tags. And down at the bottom is where you can choose your price. Just do some research and see what similar products are charging, and then you can base it off of that. You can add up to 10 images of your product. What's great is Printify will already have some mockups for you. So if I go to view all mockups, I have all these options that I can add into my listing. So let's say I want to add in this one, I can select it here. Let's do this one as well. Click on save selection and it will be added to my listing here. Whenever you're ready, you can select publish, and if you've already integrated your shop, it will automatically publish in your Etsy shop, your website, or Amazon, depending on where you're selling.
All right, this one is really fun and surprisingly profitable. Printable coupons. These are great for special occasions like birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, or just because gifts. Think things like good for one coffee date, free back massage, movie night of your choice. Things that are simple, personal, and make people feel special. And the best part is they're really easy to design. You can create these in Canva using pre-made templates and then customize them with different themes, whether that's romantic, funny, kids versions, or even teacher appreciation coupons. Also, people love printing these at the last minute, which makes them ideal as instant downloads. I've sold many different kinds of this next printable idea, and that's printable worksheets. These are perfect if you like helping people solve problems in a structured, step-by-step way, whether it's personal development, budgeting, homeschooling, therapy, or business strategy. Worksheets can be adapted to almost any niche. You can create simple fill-in-the-blank exercises, guided journaling prompts, or action plans that help your audience work through a specific challenge or goal. The key is to focus on one clear transformation. For example, instead of a general money worksheet, you could create a monthly expense tracker for college students or a content planning worksheet for coaches. Be specific with who it's for and what it helps them accomplish. This makes your worksheet way more valuable than something broad. Otherwise, your worksheets may get lost in the massive sea of general worksheets out there as well. Here's an example of a shop that sells educational worksheets for kids, specifically in preschool and kindergarten. And some listings are generating hundreds and even thousands of dollars per month, which is incredible. Okay, the next idea can be customized either for kids or adults learning new skills or concepts, and that's flashcards. There are endless possibilities for this one. They're amazing for homeschooling and education, language learning, math drills, science facts, and so much more. I haven't personally created educational flashcards, but I do sell many different kinds of mindset affirmation cards, which are actually the most popular products in my shop. The great thing about flashcards is that they're interactive. People print them, cut them out, and actually use them. That makes them feel like a high-value, hands-on resource that people are willing to pay for. And just like the other ideas, they're super easy to design using Canva or Kittl. You can either set up a clean layout with text on one side and visuals on the other, or you can work off pre-made templates and customize the fonts, graphics, and colors the way you want. Some of the best-selling flashcards I've seen are very simple designs with an image in the middle and a word or two underneath. You can grab similar graphics from Creative Fabrica or Creative Market, or simply access the free stock library from Canva or Kittl to make your designs. This idea is inspired by another printable I sell in my shop, which is a habit tracker. You can create printable trackers for nearly anything: budget trackers, water intake, mood, workouts, business expenses, goal progress, you name it. People love having a simple, visual way to track their progress over time. And the great thing is, these don't need to be complicated. A clean layout and a clear purpose with a minimal design can go a long way. You can also niche these down to a wedding budget tracker, a 30-day fitness challenge tracker, or even a small business expense tracker for Etsy sellers. Here's an example of a shop that sells different kinds of Excel spreadsheet trackers, and some listings are generating thousands of dollars per month, which is absolutely mind-blowing. So there's clearly a lot of potential here. I'm a huge bookworm, so I personally love this next printable idea: printable bookmarks. You can get super creative with these, especially if you tap into a specific niche. You can make minimalist quote bookmarks, colorful ones for kids, seasonal sets, or themed collections. I actually have a whole step-by-step tutorial on how to create your own bookmarks using Kittl, which I will link for you down below. Since these are so easy to personalize, they're often purchased as last-minute gifts or bundled into printable sets. You can browse through some of the best-selling bookmarks online to see which designs you gravitate towards and use them as inspiration when creating your own. Make sure to check out Printify entirely for free using the link below, and you can start designing and uploading your printables today, whether that's printable maps, greeting cards, wall art, bookmarks, and so much more. If you'd like to learn how I was able to turn a super basic Google Doc into a $200,000 digital product business, check out this video next, and I'll see you there.